Welcome to This Week in Magic for January 11th, 2019. There's a ton to cover this week, so let's get right into it. Okay, we have the full spoiler list finally up for Ravnica Alliance. You know, they rolled it out very slowly over the last couple weeks, and it's fully here. I'm probably going to make a separate video for that just alone, but I'm including it here so everyone knows the full thing is up. That also includes other stuff that came out, one of which I'm going to talk about here. We have the Ravnica Alliance Mythic Edition. So the Mythic Edition is going nowhere. Yes, they had troubles with it. They had major problems with it. The one thing that they're showing here is the 3 that we got for free for attending the closed beta. And scrolling down, we get the pictures of the new 8. You have Karn, you have Tamiyo, you have Sorin, Jaya, Ajani, Dak, Domri, and Kaya, which those last 2 are from the new set. Now, things to pick up here are they're going to be sold 100% through the Hasbro eBay store. This means there will be no Magic Fest events where you'll be able to pick these up. There's still a limit of 2 per customer, but I don't quite sure how the eBay store handles limits. So do be aware of that. These go on sale Thursday, January 24th, so fairly quick here in a couple weeks. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so people are aware. For me, I believe that would be 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is where I am. They're back. The artwork to me looks rushed. They don't look as polished as the first set did. Ajani's okay. I do like the effect they gave Jaya. Karn does not. The picture is not one that I would want. Tamiyo looks kind of cool, but I would like to see maybe her in something else. I don't know. It's kind of cool that they're doing this again, but the price tag still being $250 American, plus whatever your shipping costs are going to be from the eBay store, and customs, and everything else, it's going to be astronomical to get here in Canada. So, good luck to those that do try to get these. Enjoy them, treasure them, but I can tell you right now, I don't need them. Another thing that they've announced is come when a Ravnica Alliance goes live for MTG Arena. They have a pre-release code in MTG Arena. Like with Play Ravnica, this one's Play Alliance, which I can highlight here. Right there, Play Alliance. So if you type that out with the capital letters exactly the way it is, it's going to give you 3 free packs for the game. Also, in your pre-release kits, they are bringing back the unique codes that they brought back with the last pre-release. However, one change to this, they did this for traditional draft only, which is a 1500 gem entry instead of a 2000 gem entry where it was for sealed. I'm not a fan of this. I think they should have kept it at sealed. They're cheaping out just a little bit to maybe balance this. I don't quite know. It's kind of weird to me that they're doing something like this where they did one thing and now they're trying another. This could be because it's still technically a beta. They're just trying to make sure the kinks work out so when the product goes live, all future things that they give these codes in will work. So it's, I believe, a test phase of it, and it's going to get them more information about it, then it's going to reward us with these free packs and free events. The deck list for the Planeswalker decks is also out. I'm not going to go crazy over them because I did cover the cards earlier, a couple weeks back, when they were spoiled. You know, their decks, they're good to know that they're out. The other thing that I do want to touch here, because I won't touch it in the spoiler video, is they've got all these nice little tokens. They've got all the pictures and art for it. You've got your human, your illusion, zombie, goblin, centaur, a frog, lizard, looks like a cross between a crab and the Jurassic Park spinning dinosaur, an ooze, beast, sphinx, spirit, Thopter, your new treasure token, which is nice to see, and the emblem for Domri. And another thing that came across, there are certain WPN locations out there that are now going to be testing out a new version of Draft. It's kind of a new format, but at the same time, it's not. You're still doing your Draft, but they're bringing what we do mostly in Arena to the paper world, which in itself I do not believe will work. I still like being able to do the best of 3 in the paper world. With Arena, because it's an online game, I don't want to sit there playing the same person over and over and over again, possibly waiting on those turns, because there is no current time limit in the game. If they had a time limit for a lot of these events that you can just hop in and play, then maybe I can see the best of 3 doing something more in the game. I'm currently in Diamond for General Constructed Ranked, and I'm wishing at this point they had a rank that is best of 3, because this is about the point where the best of 3 would make sense to start being able to sideboard against a lot of these other decks that are there. In Diamond and Mythic, best of 3 would be a lot better. Now, these quick drafts is what they're calling it. The matches are single game instead of best of 2 out of 3. So, one game, you're in or out. Rounds are limited to 20 minutes instead of 50 minutes. So you have 20 minutes to play a game. I know in some drafts, they've gone 45 minutes for the first game. So 20 minutes is kind of pushing it, I think. They're doing up to 5 or 6 rounds instead of 3 or 4 rounds, and they're giving a free mulligan. Not a mulligan where you discard a card, but a free one. And you got to remember that first one, if you didn't go down a card, you don't get to scry. It's only when you give up a card do you get to scry. So they're running this for Friday Night Magic. I don't know how well it'll fly. It may get people in and out of the store quicker, so maybe the stores can clean up and close down a lot quicker. Seeing on Friday night, these drafts in my local area don't start until 6:30, 7 o'clock, and you don't get out of there until 11 or midnight. So they do run quite late here currently, so there is that side of the coin. But like I said, I still would rather play best of 3 in paper Magic. Another thing that came across this week is everyone's favorite cheater, Alex Percini, was lifetime banned. As of January 7th, 2019, he shows up on the suspended DCI memberships under a lifetime ban. So this would have been his 3rd time getting caught cheating. That's what we're assuming it was. And so if working off the 3 strikes you're out scenario, that's what's happened here. So we will no longer see him or hear of him at a lot of these events unless something miraculously happens where he gets unbanned. banned. And now I also want to bring up something that happened within the ranks of Wizards that we've seen on Reddit. The current posting was taken down by the main thread of Reddit. I don't know why, but there was a lot of people that were laid off. It sounded like it was 25 people that were laid off from Wizards of the Coast customer support with the email responses and the phone lines. They made a post onto the Reddit that spoke about how a lot of these open tickets with gameplay matters or other things that happen within the game where you're trying to get a refund or you're trying to deal with troubleshooting issues, that they originally took up to 48 hours, and they're saying it may take longer. Now, at the same time, there was rumors going around where the Wizards of the Coast directive was to outsource this. We don't know where, but as far as I know, it's being outsourced now. They're trying to cut costs there, and that comes back to the whole point. If they're cutting costs there, they're cutting costs here, they're cutting costs here, they are in serious trouble for the first quarter here of the year. Hopefully things do turn around for them and everything goes up and up with the launch of Arena and the entry into the esport genre. Now, I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. So that was what I've got this week, to try and keep this a little bit short and neat. There is, coming up, I believe next week, we're going to be able to do sealed guilds, not guilds, but the Ravnica Alliance event, if it follows suit with what they did last set release. I hope everyone has a good time at your local game store tonight for your Friday Night Magic, and for the weekend, which I believe this weekend is the open house. So there is promos this weekend and free decks, free Magic cards for anyone that attends and sits there and plays. So bring a friend, go to your local game store, go get those free promos and free Magic cards. I know at one point they gave away Lano Royals, which I unfortunately had to miss. I might be able to go there tomorrow myself. I'm not entirely sure. It all depends on what happens. But for everyone else out there that sees this, there is free cards at your local game store this weekend. I hope everyone found this informative, and please don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here, and leave me feedback down below and I'll try and respond to it as soon as I can. Thank you everyone, have a great day.